We are live. Let's let some people show up here. Um, yes, it is Friday. So let some people show up, get comfy. Here comes some people. Shout out some people. Tell me where you're coming in from today on this beautiful Friday. I am excited. Tell you guys about some news. Hello, Sylvia, Amala, Susan Irving. Hello. Angie Thompson. Hello, hello. Pennsylvania, Beth Lukens. Now people are showing up. Whoa, we're getting a lot. It's 250 like that. I can't shout out everybody. I'm going to lose my voice. Very cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Friday. I got some big news. As you can see here, let's get to it. Merch is in and ready to go. These little onesies are the cutest little thing ever. And I'm gonna put a picture up with baby girl in it. it's amazing. She looks so cute in it. So just wanted to let you guys know, MrPopsit.com. I've got stickers. Everything is active as of an hour ago. Right here, we got MPZ with just the head, and we've got Mr. Popsit with the scalpel there. You can see here, you can put on your computers, you can put on your water bottles, you can represent your favorite popper. It's fun. And these little pop sockets, very fun. These are cool. You put them on the back of the phone for when you're sitting there late at night so you don't drop the phone on your face. So very cool. And we also have, the sweatshirt, very comfy. And underneath, I have the t-shirt right here. Let me just take it off. Let's do this. All right. And these are comfy, guys. I got, good stuff. There's nothing worse than getting like a cheap t-shirt. You know what I mean? If you're going to wear it, you want to be comfortable. This sweatshirt is so comfortable. There'll be more coming too, but very cool. Hooded, little hoodie. So fun. And then the t-shirt too. Show them the gun show when you get your shirt. So, yes, it's going to be different colors as well. So you guys can, I know people have been asking this for a long time. I wanted to have everything set up, and I just hired somebody who's going to be helping, you got to be kind of full time almost ready to go with the website and with ordering and that. So, and on the website, there's info at Mr. Popsit. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Info Mr. Popsit at Gmail. Totally messed that up. Info Mr. Popsit at Gmail is what it links if you have troubles or anything like that. Oh, thank you, Brenda Tuck. Thanks for the support. I truly appreciate it. So yeah, we're gonna get a zip down too. There's some other stuff coming, but I'm gonna talk about some comments today too on the channel, which are pretty funny. I have some funny haters and out there, and we'll talk about that today too. But somebody was like, "Why would I want merch from a derm PA?" Somebody said that, and it is that might be some people's opinion, but I know some people out there just want to represent somebody that they like to watch and brings happiness into their life. So, and it does help keep the channel and everything going. As you know, we demonetize this channel, so this is one way to pay for lawyers and things like that. So I appreciate that. Oh, let's see. It's kind of a double meaning now. Baby doll. We say baby pop. How funny. Very cool. So the other thing, I wanted to shout out a fan in the United Kingdom. She might even be on here right now. Sandra Dunn. I don't know if she's on here right now. I think she's in Cheshire, possibly. If Sandra's listening, she actually found a way to go through the back door kind of and already placed an order before it was even live when we were kind of testing it. So she ordered her shirt and it's en route right now. I think she got a t-shirt. So that is so cool. The website wasn't open yet, but somehow she figured out a way and got in and purchased something. So that is very cool. So I just want to thank her. I've seen I've chatted with her before. She's usually on here all the time. But Sandra Dunn, thanks so much for the support. She was our first merch sale, so I thought that was very cool. So yeah, this is fun, guys. I think we'll be able to, if nobody buys anything, that's okay. They're there and they're available. If a lot of people buy, there's a little delay. So with kind of supply stream. So just be patient, just in the very first, and just be patient. We'll get them out there. And I was gonna say for the first 100 purchases. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Laura Barzik, thank you. Appreciate it so much. And Eddie Romero, thank you so much. And I hope everybody has a happy 4th of July in the States, and even in Europe too. I hope you have a great weekend. So for the first 100 purchases, I'm going to throw in some stickers that are going to get sent out just as a thank you. We're going to do that little promotion going. So when you go through on Mr. Pops It, and I get a little thing for the orders, the first 100, I'm just going to send a little package out. So that's cool. So other news, I was going to just answer some comments as well. It is so people have said some things about my voice actually, and I guess because when I'm doing surgery, you can't really see me, so they're just hearing a voice. And a couple of people said it sounds like I'm transitioning, and taking hormone therapy, which I thought was an interesting take on that. So I am an Irish tenor, so I do have a high voice. And it is I used to do a lot of singing, and I actually think I have some nodes on my vocal cords. I sang for many years in a couple different bands, but one of the bands, we went to Europe, and in Japan, and it was a lot of singing, a lot of shows. And I think I just roughed up my vocal cords a little bit. It definitely affected my high notes. I can't go as high as I used to. But on top of that, I talk all day long. I know, Star Perry, I was laughing pretty hard too. There was multiple people that said this. So that was kind of funny, I thought. And I realized, I do have a little bit of a high voice. But when I talk a lot, it's really been raspy lately, and I have been talking a lot and seeing a lot of patients. So it's just part of it. I try to explain things really well for people. And thank you, Margaret. So I do talk, and I talk all day. I talk for 6 or 7 hours straight most of the time. So yeah, so there's that. I was going to see here, if your merch, if available, enable an option for purchasing more than one size, the same item on the selection page. So actually, Eddie, it goes through to printful.com. So they should, it's going to be, it goes through my website to that. So you can order, they print it and scan it and ship it right then. So different colors and different sizes. So I didn't have to buy 3 different sizes and have all this merch sitting around. So it's really, printful.com, I shout them out. It's a very cool thing. The other thing that people said about my voice was, why are you always whispering? It sounds creepy. I sound creepy. So the reason for that is I'm right in the person's face a lot of the time, and if not, very close to their face, and the camera is usually right by my face. So I try not to speak loud into the camera, and I'm doing a lot of explaining, and if I'm right by their ear, I don't want to be yelling, so I kind of talk like this. So a lot of people say they like it because it helps them go to sleep at night, but just wanted to, these are multiple comments, so I like to, on a lot of the big comments, kind of give some input back. I didn't, Zazu Pits, I didn't think my voice sounded creepy either, but some people, maybe some videos, if I'm pretty raspy and you're cutting people, maybe it sounds kind of weird. I also laugh a lot and try to tell jokes, and some people don't like the giggling either, but what are you gonna do? I'm just being myself. That's what you do. So some of the pop videos, So the tons of pops, um, the or I call a ton of pops. The last one, the last girl that was very, very kind of severe. And oh, looks like a new order just went through. Somebody and another. Oh my goodness. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much for the support. It's popping up on my computer. That is so cool. I really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I I take my relationships with my patients very seriously. And when I was young, somebody when I was young, when I was starting out practicing medicine, somebody told me once, they're like, you know what? How would you treat your aunt or your uncle or an extended family member? If you just treat everybody like that, you will never, ever have a problem um, with filling your day with patients. And it was one of the first things they said to me. And I was like, that is so true. And it's really, if you have to think about it in that way, you have to think, oh, I have to try and be nice, and maybe you're not in the right field anyways. When somebody comes in, I don't care about their ethnicity, who they want to sleep with. They have a problem, I'm there to fix it, and that's it. And I'm going to do my best for them every time. And so I also, this relationship that I have online is I take it is very important to me, in answering people's questions, and and trying to help people. It means a lot to me. So you guys doing that, you have no idea. It really does mean a lot to me. So the fact that you would like wear a t-shirt that has my head on it, I think that's just amazing. So I really appreciate it, and thank you so much. So furthermore, with the acne girl, I do have her follow-up, her last follow-up. She was so good. I only did just a couple, and I didn't even record her last one because they were small, and she has improved so much, and she's looking great. The issue is she is severe. Her parents did not want her on Accutane, which happens sometimes. And so I'm doing it with all the other things that I have. And she does come in regularly, and she notices when we're not doing some extractions. If she waits a couple months, she does tend to break out a little bit. But we have her on some strong topical retinoids, Tazarotine or Tazarac, which is one of the strongest topicals. So yeah, she's doing great. And I wanted to like kind of show that. I also have some more steatocystomas coming. I also have multiple big cysts, and I have a couple really good abscesses. It's just it's man, it's been kind of crazy. I'm gonna show her follow up on Mr. Pops It Live because it's not a procedure. And I'm gonna kind of talk about it, and talk about what we did with her in particular. So that's gonna be great. Dana Berry Rose, thank you so much. That is so cool. I have, I have some ideas in the future, that, gosh, you guys are ordering a ton. I am like so blown away. Thank you so much. It just keeps popping up and keeps going. So I do have some ideas about in the future trying to start something, helping homeless people and things like that. I'm just kind of teasing. I have a name for it. All kinds of stuff that's happening. Yeah, I think it would be cool, and I think it would be a great opportunity. YouTube channel, as something starts to get bigger. Um, we yeah, I would like to do something in regards to that. I would have to not work so much probably, and it would be a transitionary, and that's probably far off. But being able to help people, there's a lot of and a lot of homeless veterans. There's a lot going on out there. People that aren't getting helped, and a lot of some of the people that you see, not a lot, but there's a big chunk, um, that were homeless and got out of being homeless and didn't have insurance. And they have some of those patients that you see on my channel. That's already happening. I'm already, doing that for some people. And that's why you see some of these advanced things that are so big. They couldn't afford insurance, didn't have insurance. When you're homeless and you're just looking for your next meal, assist isn't your first priority, or even probably your top 10 priority, until it blows up and it gets all huge. So that's kind of crazy. But Anna Cunningham, thank you so much from Edinburgh. Edinburgh, I think it's Scotland. I think it's Edinburgh. I think it's Edinburgh. I think it's in Scotland. But MrPopsit.com, just MrPopsit.com is the website that you can go on, and it has a merch area there too. I have been homeless, less unfortunate. Yes, absolutely, Loretta, for sure. Donna, thank you so much for the support. Weather Channel, he can show merch being purchased and ship on a map of the US. It's cool. Donna from Australia. Very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna shout out my buddy Justin. I actually play poker with him. We used to play a lot more, and we both have kids now. and but we still, yes, I am gonna get a V-neck. I said the same thing. I do like the V-necks. You see me wear V-necks usually. I just got this one. Very comfortable shirt, by the way. Like 4-way stretch. These are nice. I tried to get a good one. These are the ones they sent as a sample so I could test them out. But yeah, my buddy Justin, he does websites for businesses, and I've known him a long time. I've kind of talked to him loosely about this, and we signed up. I signed a contract with him, and he's going to be helping me. And he is not only one of the best poker players I've played against. He's very tough. He's a very whip smart guy, and he's way better at computers and things like that than I am. So he's going to keep the website up. I hope you guys don't crash it, because there's a lot of people that have just gone there, I can tell. So very cool. And I had some others. So I wanted, there's a lot of new people that have been coming on. We're on our way to 300,000 subscribers, which is very cool. And a lot of new people are here and popping on. And I know outside the United States, not everybody knows what a physician assistant is, or a physician associate, as a lot of them are going by now. And I just want to take 2 minutes to talk about that, especially on my channel. I do more than many PAs. There are PAs that do exactly what I do. I know a lot of them. But Irish tenor, that's funny. Nothing to do with being Irish. It's true, but there are singers. There's I don't know why, but in Ireland there's a lot of Irish tenors, or maybe a little bit higher voice. That's why I say that. But so what in the heck was I just saying? I was just talking about, oh yeah, physician assistant. So it is a master's degree in medicine. So in physician assistant studies. And it is based on the medical model. So when I did my rotations and I delivered babies and I was in the ER, I was there right beside MDs and DOs. I was beside student doctors. And they just do a couple more months than we do. We would do 1 month rotations. So, we do have a good medical background as far as the teaching goes. There's didactic is 1 year in the classroom with like 3 to 5 of the toughest tests that I did in all my schooling. And Eddie, oh my goodness, thank you. Is it Edie or Eddie? I hope I'm not messing that up. That's so cool. You're an RN. Thank you so much for the support. That really does mean a lot, because I know a lot of you don't know, but I know some of you know, having a YouTube channel and all the things you have to do to get it, if you're going to take it to the level like this, you got to start a business. There's lawyers involved. There's a lot of stuff. So, and that's with normal YouTube channels that can make money off ads. And when they take the ads away, it's frustrating, but this is a labor of love for me. I really like helping people, and in doing this, I have really enjoyed the teaching part of this more than I thought I would. I have been asked to teach at some local colleges, and I'm so busy and with kids and everything else, and taking that time to physically go there, it's tough. I can't do it. But what I like about this is I really can, I can do it when I have time. I can upload it, or I can do these lives when I have time and reach way more people. So it's very cool. And I just am blown away. I have had people driving very far, hours and hours, just to come see me in my office now in Southern California. So as this thing grows and it grows organically, obviously, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. So it's fun. I do enjoy that, and I like dermatology, and I like people. So I'm in the right profession for sure. But what I was going to say about the Edinburgh, I think if it was Scotland, I've been watching the Hoof GP. Man, my daughter loves it. The guy who just shaves the hoof. He is a younger guy. He's got like 1.5 million followers, I think. And man, I really enjoy his channel, and I really like what he does with his editing too. I think he has a professional editor, but it's something about getting that pockets of pus under the the hooves is fascinating to me as well. So very cool. Let me see. As a YouTube streamer and content maker, and working a 12-hour shift in an ED during COVID, double mask. Yes, yeah, many more hours behind the scenes as a YouTuber and content maker for sure. Absolutely. When we were doing all that stuff and double masking and all of that, and big thanks to and I have a ton of RNs on here too. I know nurses, just all kinds of nurses, LVNs. I have a lot of nurses on here, and I do have a lot of PAs and nurse practitioners, which I think is so cool. I love my nurses. I love my nurse practitioners, love the PAs. And there are even some doctors on here. And I've spoken with multiple, some primary care physicians that want to learn more about derm, and some people that I think do what I do. And some people that have brought some challenging questions, which I also enjoy. And they were almost apologetic where they thought they were calling me out on something. I love the dialogue. Bring it. It's good. I love to talk if they have some input or something they think they can do a better way, or just asking why I did something a certain way. I think it's great. The more the merrier. So yes, I just wanted to thank you guys. I can't believe how many things just popped up and how much that's amazing. And I'll keep this video going on the site, obviously, so people know what they can do. So or know where to go at mrpopsit.com. So yeah, 6 years of college, and PAs usually have a better way of interacting with patients. Social worker in Texas and work with the homeless population. I'll be happy to help with any questions or guidance you may have. Dana Berry Rose, thank you so much again for the support. Again, thank you. Yeah, I know. I know that there's a big need out there, a big need, and I think it would be so interesting to if you could do some type of TV show in that where you could have somebody come in, you do it at a local place where they could get a meal, get a haircut, get a skin check, all at the same time. And, everybody, they can bring whoever's doing the haircuts, they can shout out their place. I think there is definitely something there. It's all about getting stuff like that together. And I would love that. I would do it. So, but things like that happen. I know there's a big safety thing. Chrissy Stewart, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. I know there is, there's a safety issue there. There's a lot of sometimes drugs out there and schizophrenia or certain mental illness, and you have to have security, and you can't just walk straight into a homeless camp. But putting something like that, out there to people who know that they have something that they want to get checked, to be at a certain place at a certain time on a Saturday, I think there's ways to make it work for sure. But yeah, that would be something in the future that if this thing keeps growing, that would be an angle that I would want to go, for sure. So yes, I think I talked about everything that I had down here. And if Sarah Dunn sees this, she was the first purchase. You guys all today also, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, a 3-year wait to see a dermatologist in Ireland, Elizabeth Gregory. Wow, that is unbelievable. I know I have heard stories like that. I actually have sat and had dinner with some Canadian dermatologists up in Canada at some of the conferences I go to, and they say, they're booked out 9 or 10 months. And then what happens is there's other people who open just all cash clinics. And that's what's going through, state run or country run, free insurance or free treatment. So people pay cash, and then they open that up and they can get in quicker. That happens everywhere. There's always cash clinics, but I know there's a big need. It's a small specialty, but it's very necessary specialty. There's a lot of sunburns out there and skin cancers, and especially with malignant melanoma, catching it early is everything. So if you don't catch that early, that's something that can cost you your life. So let me see. Why do you show the pops in slow motion? It's a really awesome way to show the relief that person you treat must feel. Dominic Stone. Good question. A couple people have talked about that too. I thought when I started doing this, there was a lot of videos out there, a lot of people doing this overseas, Thailand, Vietnam. And I was thinking about a way to really kind of differentiate a little bit and make a video that's different. And I did the same thing with my fishing channel, but what happened with my fishing channel was I'm doing too much editing. Melody Wagger or Wager, thank you so much. Thanks for the support. Thank you. Basically the fish, I had 3 cameras going, 2 going the whole time for 4 hours. You're talking about 8 or 10 hours of footage to get through. And with my fishing channel, I was trying to show underwater footage. If you could see the hook set from above, and then you see me, what I'm talking about as I'm doing it, and then an underwater camera as the fish comes up. Great idea. The last video took me 22 hours of editing. And I was like, man, this can't happen. So if I did, if I did something like that, I would hire an editor to keep the fishing channel going, because I got the footage. I just don't have the time. But that would be coming up next too. But yeah, the follow-ups as well. To make a follow-up a month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year down the road, which I have multiple videos like that. I have all of this saved in editing, and then I have to record it and then go plug it in and then edit the video in its entirety. And remember who's who and where that's going. So that's another thing I think that differentiates some of my videos as well. What I've tried to do is show, because a lot of people in the beginning were like, oh, that's not going to heal well. He shouldn't have done that stitch. He cut too much out or cut it too big. I started seeing a lot of those comments, and I said, one way that I can really combat that without even have to answer them is just show the follow-up. People come in all the time and have been for years, and they look great. And so I was like, I'll just put it on there. So that's what I've been doing, and it seems to work. People seem to really like it. So Trish, thank you guys so much, man. You guys are so helpful today, and it helps me get more merch, and we'll get a zip down now. Thank you, Trish, for the support. And yes, the grand opening of our merch today. So if there's as many as I think for the stickers and some of those things, I'm going to be sending the shirts and the onesies. Those are going to be going out automatically pretty quickly. The other ones I'll be sending each week. So just be patient, but they will get there for sure. And if you have any issues with them or anything like that, info mrpopsit@gmail is it's on the website. So very cool. And thanks so much, all of you, for showing up today. We went up to 250, I think, right off the bat, which was awesome. And I think that's all that I wanted to cover today. We're just about at 30 minutes. And I have an actual date with Mrs. Popsit tonight. Pretty cool. Is Mrs. Popsit around? No. She can't say hi. I don't think she's done that. It's funny. When I watch the Hoof GP, he doesn't let his wife's like, I don't have makeup on. Don't put me on camera. And I started laughing so loud. So I'm like, yeah, I run into that. That's okay. Just getting ready for the date. Michelle Pickell is on here. Tell that hot wife I love her. Michelle says hi. She loves you, friend, she says. Michelle, miss you guys so much. Miss you so much. Longtime friend right there, Michelle Pickle. Very cool. And you can see the onesies. She was one of the first ones. I think she saw this when it came out on Little Girl too. So that's very cool. I know. Where's Gorgeous? They're saying, babe. No, what somebody's saying, where's Gorgeous? You. Yeah, she got some facial she's like, look at her, she looks beat up. What are you talking about? You look amazing. I'm ready to go on that date. So ex practice manager, cosmetic and laser clinic. Very cool. Elizabeth Gregory. That's awesome. And man, I should do something in Ireland. I think that'd be awesome to go over there. We got stuff in the works. Let's do it. Steatocystomas, yes, coming for sure. Let's see what else. Appreciate you then. Yes, she does allow me to have a lot of time. And that's a good point, Susan Irving. They said they appreciate you. When I'm doing all this editing, guess who's bathing the kids, preparing meals, all the things that she could need help with for sure. I'm not there as much as maybe I was before I had this channel, and she totally supports it and is very nice in that way. So I appreciate her. It, behind the scenes, it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for her as well. So yeah, I got some really good blackheads coming too. What's funny? I have some of these things I did 6 months ago, and then I have a good one coming in, and then the person's like, okay, I want to see it this week. And I'm like, okay, let me just it's a good one. Let's bump it up. And then months go by and I go back through my editing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this giant abscess, I didn't even do it yet. And I just did that today. So we've got some coming up. I'm trying to get back into 2 or 3 videos a week instead of 1 too. We might get another baby pop set. You know what I was going to do at the beginning of this video? I was going to say, guess what? We're pregnant as a joke. That was going to be the big news, but we're not. My wife would punch me actually. So no, we're not going to have another little one. We're all done and we love them to death. So you guys have a great Friday. No baby. That was a joke. I'm going to be editing. I'll probably get another one out this weekend. And I'm going to do a follow-up on the really severe acne patient in the last 2 weeks. And it's going to be on Mr. Popsit Live. I'll do it on the community page. I'll do a little message on there to say when that's going to happen. So, yes. All right, guys. Have a great Friday and weekend. Happy 4th. Everybody stay safe. And we'll pop back on here again. I'm going to try to do more lives on here too, as far as in Mr. Popsit Live. But I'm going to pop on here because there's a lot more people on here. So see you guys soon. Thanks for popping by.